Hi, I've just made a big update to the drag and drop slide app. So in this video, I will show you briefly how to use the new target mode as compared to the jigsaw mode previously. It's my goal to make Deck.Toys to be an easy place for you to turn your existing worksheets into interactive experience for the students. So let's start. I will go through several examples. So one of this is the sorting between prime numbers and non-prime numbers. And I have several examples for filling the blanks activity. And there's also, if you have those similar cut and paste kind of activity and also matching activity, it can be done with the new drag and drop slide app. Also, if you got labeling activity, it can be done too. So let's start with the first one, with the prime numbers and non-prime numbers sorting between any two categories or more. So I'm going to take a snip of the worksheet and paste it into the Deck.Toys slide. So here with the slide is already there, I can now use the drag and drop slide app and configure it for the target areas and the answers. So for now, I'm going to use the target mode. So the target mode is the where there will be a target areas you can set. So I'm going to set the target area first. So this is for the first one and the target area for the non-prime numbers. And now I'm going to add drag areas. So this is the draggable elements that the students can move into the target area. So this you can resize it too, but for now it's all the same size, so it's quite easy. Okay, next, with these configured areas, I will need to set the correct answers. So for example, now the prime numbers, you can just check which are the prime numbers, so it'll be color coded. You can see it's already matched. And similarly for the non-prime numbers, you can set here. Or another way is from the drag the element, you can select which area the element goes to. So for example, now this 2 is matched to the non-prime numbers and the rest is matched to the prime numbers. So it's color coded for your ease. But the students do not see these colors, it's only for yourself. And once you save, it's already done. So let's try to see it in the student's view. And the student will get this slide app, and to get it correct, you see, for example, we drag to some wrong answer. So for example, now we try wrong answer, the student will get it wrong. So it works like a lock. Students can only move on until they get it correct. So later on, I will make an update that you can set it like as a way of a student's response and also to get their wrong answers. But for now, it works like a lock. So let's put the correct answer now. 2, 3. Okay, so I think this should be a correct answer, and you check, the students can then move on. So let's see the next example. In the next example, I will show you how to use fill in the blank activities. So I think it's a common activity that you have. So I'm going to take a screenshot and paste it there. So for this fill in the blanks activity, there's also the answers given in the image. I will show you the next one is if the answers is already not there by default. So now here I'm going to set the drag and drop app. So I can, for example, now I can set this area to be where the slide app works. And next, I can configure the target areas and the answers. So here the target area. So I'm going to set. So there's 4 questions. So there's 4 target areas. So I'm going to put it here. And again, it'll be color coded, so you can see the answers and the wrong answers. And now I'm going to set the drag area. So there will be, there's 8. So I'm going to add 8. So I'm going to add several. Okay, so now we're going to set the answers. So if you, for example, the first one, the answer is all the one with the what is your name. So this is the answer for this. And who are you? So the answer for this. So these are the valid answers. And R&D Baba are walking to school. So now you can see color coded. So the R works for 2 answers. So the spider is is climbing the wall. So you can see that the east has the answer matched to this gray and the blue one, and the purple and the green is to this. For this type of activity, we have to set it to accept only one answer for each target area. So this is to ensure that only one student can enter one element into each of the target areas. So with this, you can try the student view and see the students trying the answer. So what is your name? So if you do, it will automatically switch because only the target area only accepts one answer. So we can try. So this is the correct answer. So it works. So the student can then move on. Okay, so next we go to the next type of activity. I made the slide already here. Similar like before, is filling the blanks, but the answer is not in the worksheet. So for this, I have two questions here. So we're gonna set two drag and drop activities here. So you have one and another one. So you can select and drag the whole thing there. And the thing is, I have added more space at the bottom, so you can add the text. So here, because the answers are not given already, so you can type yourself. So click on add drag text, and you can type the correct answer and the wrong answers. So here we're gonna have so here the correct answer will match to the target area. So we're gonna set this target area and match to this. So the student will do, what is your name? The student will drag this to get correct. And similarly for the next one, you can set to target mode. So target mode and then the text. So I'm going to put is and R for this. So you can, if you mathematics, you can put your mathematics answers, A, B, C, D here, or similar, you can match to the question. So like this, so I'll walk into school. So this match, colors is match. So let's see how it looks like in the student's view. So the student will get two questions. So one is this. So if you put the wrong answer, the student will get stuck. So just now I have configured to the one, and did not set it to one only. So I should remember to put it accept only one answer, and similarly for this, accept only one answer. So what is your name? You check, you get correct. And I'm walking to school. So the student can then move on. Okay, so the next part is how if you have, so the drag and drop slide app, similarly, I'll put it at the side for now, and you can add the target areas. So in this, I'm going to show you how if you got two target areas, two acceptable answers. So for the hands, there's two hands, and the text for this. So if you put hand, and you can match hand to these two by clicking on both. So that means this is matched to this. So it's color coded again. And you have another, just say it's a stomach at target area. So the target area for the stomach, and maybe the head. Okay, so we're going to set the answer for the head and the stomach. So let's see how it turns out in the classroom. Okay, student cannot move on until they completed this. So head, stomach, and there's two hands. Either one will be correct. So that's it. So student can then move on. So the next part is if you have matching activities or questions with already the answers inside. So if, for example, with these fractions, if the answer is already there, it's very easy to use the drag and drop, the previous mode, which is the jigsaw mode. So you can set the drag areas. Jigsaw mode is just same size elements drag back to the same position, but it's very easy for you to configure because there's no target areas. So there'll be, you just set like this, and the positions will be randomized on the student's view. So we see, let's see. Okay, so when you use the jigsaw mode, the drag areas is hidden, so the student cannot see the answer until they complete it. So here is randomized, so the students need to match correctly before they move on. If you put the wrong answer, they cannot complete this app. So, and if the another type is if the elements are outside, for example, like a cut and paste activity, you at the drag and drop app, configure it. So here we're gonna set target mode because this is the drag to the target area. So there's 4 target areas. So here, so we quickly set the target areas. So again, it'll be color coded so we can match. And then next thing is drag area. So this is the element which the student can drag into the target areas. So it's also got 4. Okay. And next is we're going to set the answers. So 3, 5 is this. 3, 4, 1 over 3, and 2 over 3. See, it's color coded. And we will see how it looks like in the classroom. So the student will need to drag all these elements into the correct position. If you put the wrong answer, so let's try wrong answer, the student will be unable to continue and they cannot get the marks. So here, here should be correct, so they can move on. And the next one I'm going to show is the matching. Normally you ask the student to draw lines between the activities, but now you can let the student drag one element to the next target area. Okay, you're going to add the drag and drop slide app, drag area. In this, I'm going to let the students drag the numbers to the image, to the target area on the right. But you can be either way too. You can set this as the draggable area. I'm just set to target mode, and the target area I'll put next to this, so the number will appear here next to the okay 3 over 4. So we're going to set the answers. 3, 5 is this one, 1, 3 is this, 2, 3 is this. The student will then need to drag accordingly. So here, so 3, 4, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2, 3. So this is the correct answer. And after they submitted, they also can check back what they have submitted by clicking on the slide app. So in the final demonstration I will show is if you have activities which require rearranging or stages. So for example, in this I've set, you can just configure the element and target area, and you will work for this activity. So the student will need to drag the elements back to the position. And similarly as before, there's the drag jigsaw mode. So jigsaw mode, there's no target area, but you just select the elements which can be moved, and in the student's view it will be randomized. It will be randomized and the student need to drag to the correct position. So otherwise they'll get stuck. So you rearrange correctly and they can move on. So this is the demo so far. I'm continuously updating this app. It's still in beta. So do message me if you have any questions or on how you want to, questions on how you can turn your worksheets into interactive slides. Thanks. Bye.